Hi everyone, it's Rika, and today we get to see a new example of progressivism, a father teaching his son how to dance like a princess. Nothing warms the heart like showing how boys and girls are interchangeable, especially since Gillette posted their commercial of how men can be much better.
Bullying.
The Me Too movement against sexual
Toxic
harassment.
masculinity.
Is this the best a man can get? Is it? We can't hide from it.
Sexual harassment is taking over.
It's been going on far too long. We can't laugh it off.
Who's the daddy?
I love the lack of self-awareness that Gillette has. Why would you demonize your own customers? I predict the sales of Schick, Bic, and Dollar Shave Club going way up. However, as amusing as it is to tell another story of get woke, go broke, what I wish to discuss today is something far more serious. The left's fanatical destruction of the family and all sense of normalcy. For years, the left has been pushing this notion that traditional Judeo-Christian values that many of us were brought up with are evil, to be shunned, and viewed with absolute contempt. So, let's look at the left's latest and greatest sodomy. Drag children! Yep, kids that dress in drag, such as Nemesis, Quinn, Melancon Golden, whose parents allowed him to pose with a nude adult drag queen. This 10-year-old's parents allowed their son to be photographed with a naked guy in drag. Or how about Desmond Naples? This kid's parents allowed him to dance at a gay bar with random gay guys stuffing dollar bills down his pants. The one thing that I do not understand is why the left is constantly pandering to the vocal minority and at the same time alienating the silent majority. Here's the truth. There is no beating around the bush. Transgenderism is a mental illness called gender dysphoria, previously identified as gender identity disorder. According to the American Psychiatry Association, gender dysphoria involves a conflict between a person's physical or assigned gender and the gender with which he, she, they identify. Okay, let's be real for a sec. There's only two genders, or in layman's terms.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
People on the left who advocate for transgenderism often cite how those who identify as transgender have high rates of suicide. This is true. People who identify as transgender do have a higher rate of suicide. However, those who undergo gender reassignment surgery still have high rates of suicide and other disorders. As you can see on this chart, from a 30-year study comparing post-op transgender people to ordinary people, the post-op transgenders are highlighted in yellow, and the control groups have the red box around them. Post-op transgenders had a higher percentage of suicide, psychiatric hospitalization, substance abuse, and suicide attempts. If surgery for people who identify as trans would prevent suicide, then those who had gender reassignment surgery would see their suicide rates drop to around the average rate, but their suicide rates remain relatively constant. These people need professional help, not drugs and surgery, because it's obvious that that doesn't fix the issue. Though the real concern is how transgenderism is being peddled as a protected religion. Canada last year passed a bill called Bill 89, celebrated by the Canadian left and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Little Potato Trudeau, that allows the Canadian government to have the legal authority to take away children from parents that oppose the transgender dogma. Think about this for a sec. If a child says they feel transgender and the parents don't give them the surgery or drugs, then the government can take that child away and put them in a foster home that will give them surgery and drugs. I can only see this getting worse as time goes on. I imagine it'll get to a point when people will be criminalized for saying that their child can't date a pedophile. I mean, if kids are old enough now to determine what gender they are, who's to say that they aren't old enough to date whomever they wish? Anyways, thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Also, links to the various articles and studies I used are in the description. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Bye everyone. Bye.